So as soon as I spawned, first thing I did is go and cut down a tree and craft some tools for myself. When I was done crafting the tools, I went to check for any animals to see if I can get any food or wool so I can craft a bed. While I was going to look for animals, I saw some sheep remains lying on the floor. Seeing that a wolf just killed a sheep in front of me. While walking through the woods, I saw some sheep spawn in the distance, just to see that the sheep spawned in the same spot. And since there were 3 of them, which is enough to make a bed, I killed all 3 of them. Then I decided to go in search of a village, thinking it was easy. But before that, I had to kill some animals. While sprinting through the plains, I saw it was getting late, so I crafted a bed and went straight to sleep. As soon as I woke up from my sleep, first thing I did was continue my journey. But while traveling, I realized that I did not have any cooked food and my hunger bar was empty. So my only option was to eat the meat raw. So after refilling my bar, I continued on my journey. But first, I had to stop for a little while just to enjoy the view that the game was giving me and just to enjoy the ambience that's in the game. While sprinting in the distance, I saw the roof of a village house, so I ran closer to look at it. And indeed, it was a village that was around there. First thing I did when I entered the village was run around to see what's in there. After like a minute or so, I decided to steal some hay bales to make bread for myself because I did not have any sustainable food. Then I went straight into a stone cutting building. Seeing that all those stuff were there, I just decided to remove them and make it my own little shack. Then when I was done clearing out the place, I put down my crafting table to craft some food. After filling my stomach, I left the building in search of a cave to find and mine ores. The first cave was very unsafe because if I jumped in there, I was not gonna come back out. So I ran off in search of another cave, hoping that one would be better. But while walking, I saw a bell in the middle of the village. And since I have such a short attention span, I just started ringing it for no reason. After that, I noticed that in the village there were a bunch of horses, but I was gonna come back to that after finding a better cave. So I saw a cave opening in the hills, but when I arrived there at the cave, I realized that I've already been at the cave before. So after checking thoroughly if it was actually the cave that I saw earlier, which it was, I decided that I'm going back to the village. So on my way back, I saw a horse and I decided let me try and tame that horse. But the horse didn't want to be tamed. So I tried a different horse and that horse also did not want to be tamed. So I asked myself, why is the horses not trying to be tamed? So I tried one last horse. The same thing happened again. Then I realized that actually I need a saddle to tame horses.
Oh my god.
So after stealing like 2 hay bales, I decided to run back to my house, not realizing that I was actually holding the wheat in my hand. So cows were busy following me. Then I thought maybe I should just breed 2 cows. So maybe when the dead cow pulls up, I can maybe kill him for leather. It was getting late, so I decided, let me enter my house and go to sleep. And for some reason, I still had wheat in my hand. And now the baby cow followed me into my house. So before I went to sleep, I first had to chase the baby cow out of my house. Then after chasing it out of my house, I went back in and I went to sleep. So when I woke up the next morning, I decided that I had to continue looking for caves. So while walking to the village, I saw a cave opening in the hill. So I went to check it out. Thinking it was a cave, I went inside just to find out it was a tunnel to the other side of a village. I saw that carved into the cave was a bunch of coal, so I decided to go and mine it. Not knowing that there was a lot of coal, I mined a lot of coal, and since I was still using wooden tools, I decided to mine a little bit of stone too. Then the idea came to me that let me make this place a small enclosure where I can make my base in. So I mined a little bit of stone just to open up the area. But then while mining, my pickaxe broke, so I had to go back home to craft a new pickaxe. But I was struggling to find the tunnel that I came through. After finding the tunnel that I came through, I went back through it and I started to find my way back home. After finding my little shack, I went inside and found a stone mason on the stone cutter. So I decided to check his trades, and it seemed that he had good trades, so I just traded for 1 emerald. So after trading with the villager, I decided to take my stuff that was there and take it to that enclosure. After entering my enclosure and dropping my crafting table, I decided that the enclosure was a bit way too small, so I decided to expand it a bit. And while expanding it, I decided to craft some torches. After crafting some torches, I put down my bed and I crafted some furnaces. Then I went on to craft a fence gate for an undisclosed reason, and I went to fix out my entrance so that it would be less easier for monsters to enter. After realizing that I did not have enough wood to make a stone axe, I left my enclosure to go and mine down a tree so I could make an axe. But then while going up the hill, I saw another horse and decided to try my luck again for some reason to see if he would actually be tamed if I fed him meat, which did not work again. So I just left it and went to continue chopping down a tree.
Oh my gosh!
So after chopping down the tree, I decided to go back home so I can make the stone axe. With the wood that I got from the tree, I decided to make some stakes so I can make a stone axe. And while making the stone axe, I decided to just make all stone tools in general, just in case. Then I saw it was getting late, so I decided that it's about time for me to go sleep. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. Hopefully you loved and enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video so it gets recommended to others. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys next time.